And we already have a chat buff.
Oh yeah. Oh no, my chat doesn't work.
So sorry, we're good to go?
Yep, we're good to go. We are here.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty, so last time in Esmios, the party fought tooth and nail against the continuing onslaught of demons. Having finished with the Nalfishne, the party moved north, looking to find their friend and ally Ina Ortho. As they rounded the corner and grew closer to the familiar shop, the party was ambushed by yet another fight ensued against two Brocks and two Alpha Balguras. Taking the beating and winning yet again, the party found their friend dead on the floor. After raiding her shop and taking whatever gems they could find, the party fled the burning Ormkirk, going and finding refuge in the nearby forest where they decided to spend the night. The night wind howls around you all, the smell of smoke still burning in your nose and stinging your eyes. The sky is clear and the area is quiet. Is there anything anybody would like to do?
I need to go to sleep or else I'll be exhausted, and I promise everyone you're gonna want my spell slots later.
Okay, so Zan is heading to bed.
I honestly think that that's what I'll be doing as well.
Yeah, sleep.
Okay.
I can't remember if there's anything pressing. I don't think we're just outside.
No, you all found a place to you all found a place to sleep in a clearing in a forest. You kind of like just basic camp stuff. You have Ina's body kind of wrapped in a cloth nearby. But yeah, there was nothing really pressing you guys were doing besides finding a place to sleep and go to sleep.
Okay, then I'm going to sleep.
Okay. Is there anybody taking watch tonight?
Yes.
I will.
Okay. So who would like to go on first watch?
I will.
Okay. Is anybody else joining, or is it just Navora going to sleep or watching?
Are we gonna do 2 shifts like we normally do?
How does watch affect like your long rest? Do you still get a long rest?
Sorry.
One shift?
Sorry, just one moment.
Look, we can't kill them yet. We just started the session. Sorry.
No, he's playing a video game and he forgot to turn it down.
Oh yeah. Cut that shit off. Focus on us.
So, yeah, if you take watch, it doesn't impact your long rest. You're still able to do so.
Okay.
It's just always better to kind of have, like, especially like elves that only need like 4 hours.
Okay, so then we'll definitely make sure that the elves are watching at night.
I can't though because I have a level of exhaustion. I have to get a full night's rest tonight.
Yeah.
I'm like full, so I can just.
I'm fine, then I'll do it as well, and I'll do the other one.
Stay all night.
All right, so I know Atris also said that she was going to take a watch.
Okay. Whenever we're in Atris, then.
And I'm going to as well.
Obviously. We only need 2 people, don't we?
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, you can need like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The
2,
double, the shifts. Yeah, I know.
I'll go first shift then.
No.
All right.
I will be one of the 4, wherever that is needed. I don't fucking know. This is so complicated.
And Butcher and you and I.
All right.
Yeah.
Deal.
All right. So we have Navora and Butcher taking first watch. If either both of you roll perception or one of you with advantage.
I get a +5. Navora?
Yo.
What's your perception?
Good question. +7.
Okay, so you roll with advantage.
Okay. So that was a nat 20.
Nice. With a natural 20, you and Butcher kind of get comfortable against a couple of trees, keeping an eye on the woods around you, looking for any shadows. You do notice a few kind of shadows in the sky, and after the day that you just had, you immediately kind of go to see what it is, only to realize it's like a couple of birds. You notice a couple of bunnies kind of scurry through. And yeah, overall, it's a very quiet evening, though the kind of like energy in the area is very restless with the commotion that just happened.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, while that watch is going on, David.
No. Mm-mm. I sleep restfully with no disturbances. Wow, nice. I agree. Yes.
David,
Yeah.
as you go to sleep, Ina's pendant with the symbol of Sabras on it, the eyes flowing through. You fall asleep with that in your pocket, and I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me with advantage.
My wisdom. 17.
17. As you feel the kind of general falling feeling, as you begin to fall into a very deep sleep, you open your eyes, and what you expect to kind of be blackness around you isn't. You look around and you see a library, an office.
Okay.
The walls are lined with books. There's 2 great windows on either side of the room. In the center is a desk. At the desk, you see a Simic woman, tentacles kind of wrapped over her shoulders, kind of across, over top of her very ornate kind of robes and gown. You recognize this woman to be your mother.
Okay.
You see that she is writing frantically at the desk. Roll a perception check for me.
7. I have a +5 too.
Oh,
God, she's pissed.
You see your mother writing in this, like, what you assume is a journal or letter. You're not entirely sure.
Okay.
You're more distracted when you look out the window and you see billows of smoke on either side.
Can I ask a question?
The similar... Sorry, just one second.
Yeah.
As you're standing there just watching, the smell of burnt buildings and burnt bodies begin to hit your nostrils, similar to what you had just experienced in Ormkirk. What did you want to ask?
Oh, I just wanted to know if like this library is something I would recognize, or if it's a place I don't recognize. No.
You recognize this place well. This is your childhood home, and this is your mother's office.
Okay.
You can...
And now, is my perspective as if I'm there, or as if I am like looking into a memory? You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
You roll an insight check for me.
Okay. It's like it can feel like I'm there. Like you could just, I don't. 13.
13.
Yeah.
You feel as if you're in a memory, but you also feel like you're in the room yourself. Like you can touch the books, and you can almost.
So I feel like I'm there, like even if it is a memory. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want to go up to my mother.
Okay. You approach your mother.
Yeah. What's going on? There's all this horrifying destruction outside, and yet you're here writing. What's the origin?
As you talk, she pays you no mind. Roll another insight check for me.
I am not there. 12.
Yeah, you're not really there. You're watching a memory, but it's a very realistic memory, and you feel like you are in the presence of these people.
Can I look at the what she's writing?
Yeah. As you are standing right in front of her now, you look down and you recognize what she's writing as the letter that she sent to the Council of Elders.
Okay.
That you and Zan were sent to. This is the letter that basically informed the council of what had happened to the grotto and the death of your people.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. I have a really bad feeling wash over me at this point. I think that I anticipate I'm going to see how she ends up dying. And I don't really know what to do. If I realize that I'm not there, then I think I'm kind of just stuck. Where's the door? Like, I feel like I'm facing away from probably what the door is. Like, the door would be behind me if I'm looking at her.
You're standing at the desk. The door is to your left.
Okay. Is there any windows? You said there was windows out, so
yeah, there's two very large, like, bay windows.
Is it where the door is, or is it on like the either sides opposite?
No, they're on opposite sides. So
okay.
Like window, wall.
I just didn't know if I could see out from like what might come in through the door. You know what I mean? So I can't see that.
Unfortunately, the door is totally solid. You can't quite see it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean.
Roll another perception check for me.
17.
17. You look outside and you see. You can't quite make out exactly what it is, but you see a large beast move within the smoke. And at the very end, you see almost its tail flick. And as it gets closer to the window, you see a vibrant red color as it continues to move through. You watch this shadowy figure move past, almost stopping right in front of your childhood home. And then it vanishes. You hear yelling and a commotion downstairs, and you feel almost the building itself begin to rumble and shake. You hear your father's yells. You hear him yelling up to your mother before combat ensuing between him and whatever this thing is.
Can I go downstairs?
You go to reach for the door, and as you grasp the handle, but you pull away instinctively as the doorknob itself begins to burn a vibrant red color.
Okay.
Something very hot is clearly on the other side.
Okay.
As you go to try and grab the doorknob again, the door swings open. It doesn't hit you, the door itself just passes through you. And before you stands a very large man. You see that he is clearly humanoid in some form, but he has red dragon scales crawling up his neck. He has vibrant red eyes and red hair that slicks back. When he grins as he sees your mother, fangs protruding on either side. As he steps into the room, he just completely walks through you and makes his way to your mother. The next part is weird. Your mother begins to speak, but you can't hear what is being said. It's like it's almost as if it's being censored.
I think I step closer, like, as I realize maybe, like, oh, it's weird, like, trying to get closer as if maybe that would help. Obviously, I don't think that it would, but in the moment of, like, this traumatic memory I didn't have, but now do, I think that I just want to know as much about what happened. But, yeah, I move an inch closer.
You step closer, and as kind of it almost sounds like, you know, in Charlie Brown with the adults with the trombone. It's almost like that as they continue to speak back and forth. It's not until the very end that this conversation seems to end. One thing that you know, roll an insight check for me.
13.
13. They both appear to be very relaxed as they're communicating. Your mother, it's as if your mother appears to know her fate.
Yeah.
You watch your mother stand up, and attach the letter to her raven's foot that she keeps in her room. She opens part of the window and lets the raven out. You watch as it soars away before she looks back. She regards the man for a minute, and this is the first time you hear the man speak, compared to the censored garbledness. He looks to your mother and says, in a very deep, gravelly voice, "You always knew this day was coming." And your mother just sighs and nods and sits back at her desk. Yes, unfortunately so. But I know your day is coming as well. And she turns, and it's as if she's making direct eye contact with you. Her piercing green eyes just staring at you. As she says, "I love you." It's at that point that the man turns, walks around the desk, pulls out the very ornate knife that you have now in your possession. Sindior sends her regards, and he plunges it deep within her chest. It's at this point that you hear a male voice, though there appears to be no body attached to it. You just kind of hear it in your head. "I think you've seen enough of this tragedy." You blink, and you're back in the forest where you had gone to sleep.
I think I wake up like panting, obviously in the cold sweat, and I think I sit up quickly and instantly like just black magic runs through my hands as if I was like going to do something. Like just you see the coils of this like energy flowing around my hands. And I don't know, I'm pretty loud I guess, but I just like gasp like I just was underwater almost. And then like as I realize where I am and stuff, I think I just let the magic kind of go back, calm down for a second, take a breather. Meg is you're in your I'm not gonna try and bother her, exhausted.
Butcher and Navora are awake, and you both, with a natural 20, you both turn over when you hear David gasp awake. You see the coils of energy coursing through his hands. You see the sheen of cold sweat against the firelight, and you see his chest rise and fall.
I think I look toward like to see if anyone's around, and do I make eye contact with either of you? Or are you guys just gonna ignore me?
I feel like I would definitely like kind of be startled by it almost,
Yeah.
in a way.
I think like, I just, if you're looking at me, I think I would just look back at Nopor and be like, I just saw what happened to my mother, and like just like trembling to my voice. Like, I'm clearly like really emotionally shook. I need. And I think like I definitely don't feel like I could sleep. I think that or at least for the next little bit, I need to just sit up, probably by the fire for a couple of minutes. Think about the fact that this person, I don't know who he is. I know what he looks like at least, and that he's working for someone named Sindior.
Sindior.
And I'm just trying to remember, like I think I would take out some sort of like ink and quill. I know that I have some sort of cartography set or something, so I think that I just write down all of the things that I have from this memory, and just to make sure that I don't forget any details.
Yep. Let me know if you want anything that you saw as you begin frantically writing everything down.
Yeah, as from what I gathered, it was a humanoid with red dragon scales and slick back hair.
Yep.
That was more or less all I got. And fangs. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of had like some protrusions sort of thing.
Could I tell a race from what I saw?
Roll a history check.
Uh
18?
No, 8. I wish.
8. He's definitely not a dragonborn.
He's not a dragonborn, or he
Like,
is?
you've seen dragonborns, they're like covered head to toe in scales. He's not.
Could I make an assumption that he might be some sort of demon, even if I don't know specifically what type?
With an 8, yeah,
Just a generic guess that he would be demonic of some sort.
potentially.
That would be my guess. Okay. And yeah, I think I just stare at the fire and hold that dagger in my hands. Kind of just watching it glint off of the firelight.
All right. Butcher and Navora, was there anything either of you wanted to do during your watch?
You want to turn your camera on and off, Meg? It seems to be frozen. Yeah, Meg.
Mhm.
Are we better?
Yeah, there she goes.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, Navora and Butcher, is there anything else you guys would like to do during the watch, whether it's before or after Demon wakes up?
I think I'm good.
No, I'm
I-
good. I mean,
Okay.
if you're gonna be up, David, can one of us go to sleep?
I may have disadvantage on perception rolls right now.
Okay. You need some time. I get it.
Yeah.
All right. No,
Alright.
nothing on my to-do list.
Okay. It's about half an hour after David wakes up that Atris begins to stir, and both of your watches come to an end. And yeah, you guys are welcome to go to sleep. David and Atris. Either both of you roll perception, or one of you with advantage.
Would I still have advantage for me doing it? Am I good?
Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
That is the category I like. 13, and I have a +9. Smile.
Wait,
Not rolling
13
well.
was your total?
Yep.
Rip. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a little shaky, and kind of any like snap of the twig kind of startles you a little bit.
Life tap. much
But
do you-
no, you don't have disadvantage.
All right. I got a 16.
16. Despite the movement of birds that really seem to be getting to you a little bit today, it's a relatively quiet night. Nothing huge begins to happen, and nothing really big happens besides like generic wood stuff. Yeah, you watch a very red sunrise begin to rise in the sky as morning comes to you, like as morning starts.
Is red skies dangerous, or are we good to go fishing?
It's red sky at night.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight.
Yeah, red
Red
sky in
sky
the
in
morning.
morning, sailor takes warning.
Yeah, don't go in the water today. Got it.
Got it. No boats.
See, that's how messed up David is. He doesn't even know typical sailor sayings anymore. He was so good at those before.
Lost
Oh,
all your sailor
That
jargon.
brief
Yeah.
time on the boat.
Yeah.
Atris and David, is there anything either of you would like to do during your during your watch?
I would like to talk about the traumatic experience I just had.
I'm gonna go look at the trees. I'm busy. I can't.
I'm just like, I just really need someone to talk to right now, and you're ignoring me and my feelings, and it's just I really thought that I could open up to you.
Oh my god, it's one of these.
David and Atris is that Vine, and it's just like, do you want to talk about your emotions, Ian? No, I do. I know. I'm sad.
Yeah, I think that I kind of just explained what I saw, just so that he has an idea of what person I saw, I guess. I killed my mother. I don't know how much more I would want to talk about it actually, though. As the character, I think I would just want to fill him in as to, like, you see this guy randomly while you're doing your Atris thing, let me know.
And when I talk to the spiders, I will let you know if they can.
Yes, that was actually what I was hoping for. Thank Spider
Um,
informants have been 10 out of 10.
As he begins to describe the man that killed his mother, roll a history check for me. Idris.
That's a
Wait.
19.
That's a 19.
History fuck.
It's a
Um,
+1, so I
you-
got really good.
Damn. You know that, like, clearly what he's describing isn't a dragonborn. He kind of goes in to describe, like, the hair and the eyes, and that sounds very familiar to you.
It's your brother.
I think I know that guy. I think that's my brother.
No.
Holy, the Young and Restless plot lines on this fucking show.
No, it's not that you know this person, but you remember seeing a person with very vibrant red eyes and very dark red hair at the Coliseum tournament that you guys fought in. He was standing alongside the Queen in the royal booth.
Yeah, don't you remember when we were doing that trial? We were in like that ring of like a coliseum of sorts, I guess you could say.
Not ringing any
Up in the
bells.
stands next to the royalty, there was this person that you're describing.
You don't remember exact details, but you remember that he was wearing a very high-collared shirt. And that he just had these very striking red eyes and vibrant red hair.
That just makes things a whole lot more confusing. I don't even know how to process that. I think that I'm just like, so that means that this could be like a really big conspiracy, man.
This is the same. I just want to make sure that I have my story right. This is the same Coliseum where Navora's dad was there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So then
It's Navora's dad's fault.
I mean, yes, but
They're all in
Let's kill
cahoots.
him.
So we're gonna kill her dad, my mom's killer, and the queen. Fuck it, we'll just murder them all. Like, we just can't trust anybody.
Fuck the royal
Murder
family.
hobos! Woo!
Okay, we don't need a story, it's fine.
We're turning the tables on this good campaign, and we're going straight to murder everybody.
We are all taking over Ted Bundy characteristics.
Hell yes, I am Zac Efron. I like where your head's at.
I do want to know if you saw anything about your dad, or was it only your mom in that dream?
I only saw my mother. I heard my father, but I think that it sounded like he may have lost the fight to the red-eyed. I guess I'll just like, I kind of want to sit on that information, not knowing really how to process that. If he's up with the royalty in that box, then that makes things seem way more interconnected, and it'd be something that I would honestly want to talk to Redemption about. Maybe
All right.
George Butcher? Question mark? Point at yourself.
No, I just noticed that there's a cat in that blanket.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I was trying to figure out what the noise was. There's a snoring noise, and I'm like, we're snoring. Anyways.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So that's
All
that.
right.
We survived the night with no issues.
You do.
Hell,
Just mental issues, but it's fine.
I'm gonna have to have lots of therapy after this session. Yes.
That's the goal. But yeah, the watch is peaceful as you guys kind of talk about what David had just witnessed. And everybody begins to wake one by one. If anybody had any levels of exhaustion, they are gone. Health is restored, hit points restored, all that good stuff.
I want to go to, I guess, immediately to Butcher, like seeing him wake up, because this is the first time since we just carried this dead, limp body into a clearing, and just kind of bring out one of the diamonds and show him and say, listen, I found this in her shop. I think this is something that you were asking for.
What's oh, thank you. Awesome. Okay, perfect. What does the diamond look like?
It's
Diamond.
sparkly and it's clear.
It's good. Is it like a G color? Kind of carrot? How many carats are we talking here? What's the cut?
It's
Princess cut?
about 10,000 carats.
It's a
Bassinet?
blood diamond.
No, it's actually there's a little polar bear in the
Oh.
diamond, so you know
Wow,
it's
Oh,
a good
in the
quality
diamond, so it's a diamond shape with a polar bear in it.
Now they
Worth
laser
1,000
etch them.
It's worth 1,000 gold.
Thanks.
All
The
polar.
diamond itself, it's in a rectangle cut. It seems as if it was something she was kind of working on shaping, whether she planned on like having it or changing it up. You're not really sure, but it seems to be like half crafted. So it's like smooth in some places but rough in others. But yeah, you kind of weigh it and you do the quick math, and yeah, it's worth about 1,000 gold.
Okay. So, bringing up the player's handbook here.
Resurrection.
All right, this will take me an hour to do. Raise dead.
All right.
If they're willing and at liberty to rejoin, the creature will return to life with 1 hit point. Da-da-da-da.
I got the song for this.
Okay. All right, so can you guys is everyone up and ready? I think we should wait until after breakfast to do this, personally.
Nothing like resurrecting on an empty stomach, am I right?
I know, right? You never know. You're gonna need your energy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, everybody is up. Whoever wants to can like start making breakfast in the campfire.
I think as this happens, I end up chatting with Zan about what happened in the dream and stuff, kind of off on the side. Going over similar points to what I did with Atris. And then, yeah, I think just letting Butcher do his thing after we've had our breakfast, obviously.
Okay. All right, so I cast Raise Dead. It's an hour-long
Alright.
casting time.
I cast Jeopardy theme song.
So Butcher, have you ever cast this spell before in your previous travels?
No.
No. Okay. You have heard stories of raised dead in like when you were with with the monastery and basically cultivating your cleric abilities, learning how to basically use the power of God in anime on your side. I couldn't resist. Anyway. And you know that this spell takes a while because you are basically having to go to wherever that person is in the afterlife to get their soul.
Mm-hmm.
As you begin to set up various like incense materials, kind of writing the arcane ruins in the dirt, you begin to remember that while you are casting the spell for that hour, you are vulnerable. And if something were to happen to your body, you are unsure if you'd be able to get back to it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do you share this information with anyone, or?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. She's just really happy to see Arlo.
Oh.
Yeah, I tell everyone the basics of the spell. Is it like if they move my body 5 feet to the left, I can't find it, or if somebody chops
No,
my
like
head off?
you can find your body. It's just like if your body were to go to 0 hit points,
Yeah.
you may not be able to get back into it.
Okay.
So we shall protect the butcher.
Yes, protect my body.
All right.
All right. Just at least cover me up with some branches or something. Would probably
You
be better
begin-
at stealth unconscious than conscious.
You
If I were
finish drawing
to,
out-
let's say, if we were getting attacked and I wanted to protect.
sorry, Meg, you're cutting out.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. If I were to cast gaseous form on Butcher in the event that something attacks us, would it work because he is willing?
Oh
Just
yeah.
hypothetically speaking.
Yep.
All right.
I'm just checking something.
It's not a concentration spell. It's just an instantaneous spell with a casting time of an hour.
Right. How does the alphabet work? Okay. Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
Cool. That's all the information I needed.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I start the spell.
All right. You finish drawing out the arcane ruins around Ina's body, and holding the diamond in your hand, you have a seat and kind of cross your legs. You hold the holy symbol of your god to the diamond and began muttering a few words. Everybody watches as Butcher seems to almost freeze in place. His body not going limp, but just staying essentially like a statue. His eyes, the color leaving, and just going entirely white. A mist of silver kind of encompassing them. Yeah, like that.
Wrong face.
Um,
Wrong face. Sorry.
Butcher.
Yep.
You feel nothing at first.
So every day.
You feel your ethereal form just as if it's floating in just air. When suddenly you feel a slight drop and you feel your feet press against stone ground. You look around and you see, like, think medieval architecture hallways. Thick stone put in place, red rugs, like, running the hallway. You see tapestries depicting various events, some historical, some that seem to happen in the present, and some that have yet to be. At the end of this hallway, you see a very large mahogany door with gold trimming along it. So it's a double door, gold trimming, and like gold like door knockers essentially.
Okay. A knock on the door.
You go to grab the knocker and knock at the door, but before you even put it down, the door just gently swings open. You kind of peer inside, and you are presented with a very full, vibrant library, the biggest library you've ever seen. You see a couple of tables lining, you see various people writing. You see a couple of reading, you see a couple like standing, laughing, talking together. And in the middle of this room, you see a giant crystal ball, various eyes floating through it, similar to the pendant that Ina wore. Roll a religion check for me.
I cannot read that. Give me a second. Oh, it's a 6. Okay. Then I get a +6 to my roll of. I get 16. Okay.
16. You recognize that you are in the Hall of Savras. You begin to walk forward into the room, and it's as if nobody is paying you any mind, nobody really acknowledging you're there. You continue to look around, and you see wearing her signature maroon robes, her blonde hair braided back, like gold lace braided within it. You see Ina sitting at a table with a woman that looks eerily like David. You see the two of them sitting and chatting before Ina looks over her shoulder and greets you with a very kind and sweet smile. And she stands and she meets you halfway. The people still, it's as if Ina's the only one that is either paying attention to you or can see you. You're not entirely sure. If you care, you can roll an insight check.
No.
Okay. Ina approaches you and just kind of smiles. You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Yeah, this is unfamiliar territory for me.
So what brings you to Savras's library?
I've come to see if you want to come back. There's still work to be done. We need you.
She looks down, and while she kind of like her smile falls slightly, and you see her eyes just downcast. I'm afraid there's not much left for me to go back to.
I'm sure Karguk's out there somewhere.
Sorry, so out of character, like, what do we need? Do we need her for something specific, guys?
I don't like walking, so if she could come back to life just to teleport us,
I
that would be
don't.
great.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, yo, we don't know how to cast teleport, and thought it'd be easier to bring you back from the dead. We don't want to have to pay
We're
some
fighting
contractor.
The Dark Six. Don't be a lazy ass. Come back to life.
Yeah,
God,
that's
we have
kind of what I
shit
was
to
going
do.
for.
Save the universe. Then
You'll
you can
die again eventually.
Look, if you're really happy, I'll kill you later once we've solved this problem. Okay.
Okay. No help at all. Thanks, Will.
What? Save the universe. I just took it one
Save the
step
universe.
further. That's all.
I love it. Okay, so I guess in character, we need you for a little bit longer. I mean, Dark Six are wreaking havoc on everything, and we need all the allies we can get. And,
You'll find more. You'll find
we were
more allies.
shocked. We were shocked to find you in the workshop, and I think everyone's looking forward to you coming back.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion is a 2 plus my charisma modifier, so a 2.
She just
I have
kind
no
of she laughs gently and just smiles at you. She places a hand kind of on your cheek. You don't need me. Your group is plenty strong on your own. And you will continue to get stronger, and you'll fight your battles, and you'll win.
I have an idea. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab her and just pull her back to life.
Like, oh, your shoes are untied, and then like club her over the head.
Is that a distraction?
She takes her hand and she places it on yours that's holding the diamond. And she begins to like kind of curl your fingers back over it.
Gotta get back to your meeting there. Who are you talking to over there? Who is that?
You asking that in character?
Yeah, I need to ask that. I need to squeeze that in somewhere before you send me back.
She looks over and just smiles. That is David's mother.
Are you two like, couple?
Well, as a former prodigy of her twin brother, she seemed it fit to greet me.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. All right. Well, I guess I'll leave you to your business. Selling this diamond though, like
Oh, I mean, a
that's
dead
cool, right?
a dead person doesn't have much need for goods.
Okay,
If
cool.
my
But
shop
it's-
isn't entirely burned down, then you could maybe salvage whatever hasn't already been stolen.
Oh yeah, everything was trapped though, so we didn't really want to
That's
do
fair.
much.
You're too good at your job, damn it.
Yeah, really good job. Yeah, absolutely. All right, but in seriousness, you'll be missed.
Thank you. And I'll be watching. And she kind of gestures to the crystal ball that's standing in the middle of the room. Atris has my journal. If anyone can crack it, I'm sure it's your group.
Oh, cool. All right.
Hmm.
Can you teach me like teleportation before I go?
Goodbye, Butcher.
Bitch.
And she finishes closing your hand over the diamond, and you feel yourself just get sent like Doctor Strange through the mirror dimension. Or no, like to the ethereal dimension thing. And you are sent back to your body.
Okay.
While that's happening, the rest of you watch as Butcher begins saying his ritual, saying arcane words, before freezing like a statue and the color of his eyes disappearing. Is there anything you guys are doing while this is happening?
I'm gonna sit down next to him.
He doesn't really move. You kind of like poke and prod at him, and it's as if he's made out of stone.
That's fine. I'm just gonna sit and watch.
I thought it would be funny if he was like acting out what he was doing, but like not making any audible noises. So he's just like,
I wake up with a bunch of solo cups stacked on my head.
A mustache drawn in permanent marker.
oh yeah, dicks everywhere. Yep.
Is there anything anybody else can do?
I kind of want to just be like watching, like around, like kind of like doing a parameter check.
Roll perception.
What parameters are we
investigation you
trying
want?
to check for?
Like just like around us, making sure like keeping an eye out for anything.
Yeah.
Perimeter check.
Parameters. Yep.
24.
Is this perception or investigation?
Oh.
Yeah. Perception, because I'm not really looking for anything.
Okay. You begin walking around, you're checking your perimeter, you're kind of listening for the group to make sure everything is okay there, and you're listening to your surroundings. You kind of check trees to make sure that there's no strange markings, strange branch breaks, anything like that. And you don't see really anything that's out of the normal. It's as if there's not really a lot around.
So like I feel like things are safe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
All right. Atris, are you up to anything?
Yeah, can I whip out this journal? Is it just like a regular book, basically, or?
Yeah, it's a leather-bound journal, kind of tied. Would you like to investigate it before untying it?
Yes. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I just want to like turn it over just to see what anything's there.
Okay.
See if there's any markings or anything written on the outside, I guess.
Yeah, roll an investigation check. While you do that, I'm going to close this blind.
If you can hear me, that is a 22.
22. Cool. You begin to check, and you see Ina's name written at the very bottom on the back. You see, if found, please return to. No, it's. You just see Ina's name.
This book belongs to.
Ina
You
Hearts.
see burn book written on the front. Mean Girls reference. Okay, okay, bye. I'll stop being funny.
Sorry.
But in all seriousness, you do check it, and you don't necessarily see like any discernible writings or markings. It's a very well-worn journal. Like clearly, she's been writing in it for a while. But it doesn't appear to be trapped or anything by magical or non-magical means.
Okay. I guess I just want to untie it and then try to open up the book.
All right. Easy enough. You carefully unwrap the kind of worn leather strand that's wrapped around it. You unwrap it and you open it. And nothing happens. It's a journal. And the writing, while it looks Elven, it's not like, sorry, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Orc, and obviously Thieves' Cant, so that's written in Thieves' Cant, so.
Oh, obviously. As you're trying to read it, and it just doesn't, like, it's random words thrown together. Like, the sentences aren't legible.
Does it seem like a specific language, or does it seem like one word's in Elvish and others in Draconic and so on and so forth?
Everything's in Elvish. Roll an intelligence check for me.
I'm super smart, so.
Our whole party is.
That's a 14.
14. You know that Ina was clearly working on, like, you know this for a fact. Ina was working on helping you guys with the Dark Six. And that can involve, like, kind of sketchier things that she may have not necessarily wanted just anyone to find and read. So you get the feeling as if this is all written in code.
Okay, I want to try to go to Zan, and open the book and not open the book in front of her. Hey, can you read this? I just want to bring it next to her and say, hey, so this was Ina's journal, and I kind of looked through it. Excuse me, and it just I can't really get a good grasp of what it says, or I don't know if you're able to look at this. I don't know if she'll actually be responsive or if she's like so intent on saving Butcher's life right now.
Oh, I can look at it.
Yeah, you look at it and roll an intelligence check for me.
$10.
It's a code. These words don't make sense together.
Well, it seems like it's written in some sort of code. Had you deduced that yourself, or?
Yeah, it seems like it's Elvish, but it's not Elvish, and I don't really know.
I mean, Nora's half elf. Maybe ask her.
She looks busy around the parameters right now, so.
Explain this code a little better. It's written entirely in Elvish. Like, the words themselves make sense, but together in a sentence do not.
I mean, I can tell you what the words are, but it seems like it's nonsense to me.
I just very sassily rip the book back. Yeah, I can read Elvish, thanks.
Maybe code breaking is one of Navora's parameters.
I hear my name.
Okay, I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna call to Navora and see if she'll actually come over, or if she's also too busy with the parameter.
I just like that we're all just like, it's a code, and we're like, well, maybe if someone else that also speaks the language can confirm that it is a code.
I figured Zan might, and then you guys were like, "That. What if this person? What if this person? What if this person?"
You know what? I don't know that I probably do speak Elvish, but I'll take a shot. This is a code. I don't even need to do any of the rolls. Maybe we should try and decipher it. Can we spend time? Like, is that an action that we can do? Like, we're waiting an hour anyways. Which type of thing, like, which category would that fall into as far as a roll?
Intelligence.
Oh God, we're very handicapped in that category.
We should probably wait for Butcher, to be honest.
Is he even? I don't think he's intelligent either.
Yeah, we're all fine.
I got like a 14.
I'll take a gander at it.
Yeah.
Can I take a gander at it?
Butcher, I think 14 might be
Yeah,
the
you
highest in stat. Just FYI. So.
What would I
11,
roll?
So you beat me.
I have 13.
All right. So Navora, you're taking a gander.
Yeah.
Roll an intelligence check as Atris interrupts you as you are trying to keep everybody safe with the parameter. What'd you get?
Now one.
So Navora's there like, sup, I'm Jared, I'm 19, and I never learned how to read.
I'm just like, yeah, okay, thanks, Jared. And I like turn and walk away.
What is this? A book for ants?
Navora, you are so focused on your parameter and keeping an eye out for everything. When Atris approaches you with this book, you just cannot be bothered. Like Atris is like,
no.
You check this out. You're just like, no, I'm busy, and then you just like
Focused on two things.
Yeah, it's
seeing
a
bad
book.
guys, kicking ass. And I haven't hit either of those parameters yet.
Should use perimeters there.
I can't.
Man,
Okay.
you guys are screwed if I throw mind flayers at you.
Well,
I can see you adding it to the to-do list. Like, could you at least pretend you're not?
Depends on how quickly you want to kill us. We'll know we
no.
pissed her off if the mind players show up.
Okay. Oh my god, it's actually in the notes. Shit. Okay.
Don't tell me out like this.
Can I after getting shunned by Navora and her parameter search, can I go to David?
You need to stop.
I'm sorry.
I'm done. I'm leaving.
What are you doing?
I wanted to go.
So yeah, David, you just watched as Atros got totally shunned by Navora because Navora was very focused.
So I wanted to ask, you said you wanted to speak to Redemption, no? This journal that I found in Ina's home seems like it's written in some sort of Elvish code. There's obviously, you can read Elvish, but it doesn't make any discernible sense. I was wondering if you think that Redemption might have any idea? I'm very smart, thank you very much.
I mean, you have rolled the highest so far.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could ask Navora to bring the book in, that would be smart.
I'm getting a disguise next time we go, so just saying it's gonna be real good. The force, like, I don't even like books.
We could teamwork this. You're right. We could both put our intellect together as one role. No, I'm just kidding. We could use our combined intellect to work on solving this. That's true.
Okay, so since you two are working together, either one of you can roll with advantage, or both of you can roll. This is straight intelligence.
He got 13.
What'd you get?
Got a 5. They form a word.
Guys, we need to figure out where the fuck Sesame Street is.
Yeah,
we all need to go
look,
back to school.
It's a very specific word there.
Atreus, with a 5, you begin to try and like hold it up to the sun. Like
As
trying
one
to
does.
see if it's like written like on the back, even though you can see both sides of the page. You're
Guys,
just but yeah, you can't quite discern anything. And David, you, how long are you guys looking to spend on this puzzle? You guys have about 40 minutes till Wizard's back. You begin to spend 40 minutes on this, and Atreus, you start getting a headache.
I gave up after 10 minutes, so.
There we go. David, you also realize, like, yeah, it's a code. There was a puzzle here somewhere. And you begin to flip through it. It's all very finely written in a very elegant handwriting, all in Elvish. With a 13, as you're flipping through the pages, you do notice that every few pages there are like kind of lines drawn in different parts of the book. Yeah, so like if you're flipping through and then like there'll be like a line like all the way down and like oh on the next page there's like a line down there and break. So David, how long do you spend on this? Like probably the 25-minute mark. In your defense, it's pretty deep in the book. So, all right.
Been muted the whole time. Oh.
Another 15 minutes pass, and Butcher, you find yourself seated on the grass. You're able to move your muscles again. You kind of stretch a little bit from your seated position.
As soon as
And
he
you
wakes
still-
up, I'm like this close to his face.
Okay, you okay?
You're safe. Don't
Yep.
worry.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I couldn't bring her back though. She didn't want to come. But she did leave me all of her gems in her will.
Sick.
Just you?
Just me. That I could use them to save other people and get badass tattoos. Sorry, guys. You're rich anyways, so it doesn't really matter to you.
It's all equal.
I'm gonna need that diamond back. Lace.
I was gonna say, do you realize I have a bag full of gems that I took, like one of each? I'm not gonna say anything, but
Yeah.
No, I'm being honest. I say that out loud. I say that to Butcher.
Yeah.
You don't want me to have this in case you die?
Listen, if I die, take it out of my pack. That's fine. But
That's fair. Am I allowed to use it on other people though?
No.
Or is it just for you?
It's
who are we
He leans
renting?
forward and go, not Navora.
Not Navora. No, but seriously, she said she doesn't need to come back, so she's not coming back. I'll throw you the diamond here. And I just yeet it right at your face. Take your dirty diamond.
Butcher roll athletics, and
I fail.
Atris roll dexterity, so acrobatics, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Dexterity saving throw.
Athletics 21.
Oh.
Eat it.
Fucking fastball it at his forehead.
Yeet.
27.
Oh my god.
Sorry, 27.
Yeah.
It's like a baseball
It's
anime.
like, got it.
Yeah, pretty much that happens. Like, Butcher just fucking yeets it at your face. And right as it's like, you kind of wait, like, let them shudder in anticipation. But, like, right as it's about to kiss your nose, you, like, catch it.
Spin it.
Judging by the
Holster
speed of
it.
the ball and the air resistance of the air, should be 5.3 milliseconds later.
Sherlock Holmes. Hell yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you have a diamond, you have Ina's dead body, and you have the whole day to do whatever you want.
So Butcher, you should look at this book that Atris has.
Nah, I don't trust him anymore. He's stupid. Can we just bury Ina?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we're not doing a sky burial. Okay.
Or what?
Keep him to the vultures.
The vulture. Everything goes back to nature. Or are we doing fire?
Fire is easy.
I mean,
Has
I
a
can
Star
fire
Wars
the
vibe.
vulture.
Right? I like that.
We're in a forest, so I mean, burying her is probably the better idea.
Just feel like
Yeah,
that's a
okay.
lot of work.
Somebody's got move earth, right?
No.
I could talk to some animals and make them dig a hole. Or we could have Elion dig a hole.
I don't
Okay,
know.
even
I need a
useless
hole,
stuff
6
till now,
feet
really
deep.
didn't dig a hole.
I don't know how good mice are at digging holes, but you can try.
You get a
yeah.
lot of them. Like a
Actually,
lot.
I feel like mice
Sadly,
could
he's
dig a
just
hole
one.
real good.
I need 70,000
Roll
chipmunks.
a
That.
strength check for Elian to dig a hole.
70,000 chipmunks.
Oh, Elion.
Gather round, my brethren.
I
So
am
he got a 16.
the chipmunk general. You shall dig. Dig like your little lives depend on it. This is derailed so fast.
Yep.
Run a campaign, they said. It would be fun, they said.
Chipmunks, they said.
Anyway. Gonna be in therapy later. It's just like, but all the chipmunks.
They spent 40 minutes looking at a book and asking each other if it had code in it when they knew it had code in it.
Took you 25 to realize there was lines going up. And
Eureka!
I can actually do this. I have stone shape. I can
So
make a coffin
make her into a
essentially out of
statue?
stone.
Oh.
No, I can make a coffin out of like any exposed stone with like a what do you call the things that aren't coffins? They're like tombs or whatever.
Like a
Sarcophagi?
Sarcophagus or whatever.
Deal. That seems.
So you're looking for stone to make a sarcophagus for Ina?
Yeah.
Do you verbalize this out loud?
Yeah, I was just saying that.
Okay.
Like I can do this. I can stone shape a little sarcophagus.
Well, Deborah,
Yeah.
with your perimeter checks from before, you do know that there are lots of boulders and mountains just kind of on the other side of the forest that
Okay.
should work nicely.
Would you say that it's
And
a,
also with Elian's strength at 16, he has started like a dog trying to bury under the fence. That's the kind of hole that he's digging.
Elian, stop.
This will only
okay.
take 3 more days.
I can lead us to some like if we carry her over here. There's some stone, rock stuff, mountain stuff over here.
Okay, that'll do.
Words.
Alright, so we go over to the boulder.
That's a nice boulder.
I was gonna make that joke. Damn you! I'm like, that's a nice boulder. Alright, and then yeah, so we make the sarcophagus.
Alright.
Is that how you want to do it?
How would you like to make the sarcophagus?
Oh, okay. I find just a nice piece of stone, and like start shaping it into a sarcophagus with like a hinged lid, and then I engrave her name on top of it. Here lies
Very
Nice.
sweet.
whatever her name is. Ina, something or other.
Ina.
Destroyer of worlds.
They give her a dope title.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. You cast the spell and you begin to kind of morph the stone to your will. And yeah, you have a very beautiful sarcophagus.
Oh, and I'm gonna, after we get her in there, I'm gonna actually remove the hinge and seal it shut, because that's badass.
Yeah.
You place Ina inside of the sarcophagus. You close the lid, and with the remainder of the spell, you get rid of the hinges, leaving just a stone with Ina Ortho's name.
Keeper of
Inscribed on
portals. Yep.
The what?
The keeper of portals.
Scrambler of stomachs.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other names. Tyrant of teleportation.
There we go. Nice.
Lover of Karguk.
She was married.
Lover of Karguk.
But yeah, it's at this point it's about noon. So what would you guys like to do?
Siesta?
Walk.
Head to Redemption's location, I guess, right?
Yeah. So where are we? Whereabouts are we now?
South of where we
in
need
terms
to be.
of redemption?
Yeah.
Hours?
Days.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are about a week's walk.
Yep.
We should get some carts and horses and shit. Like,
Portals.
I know, like, teleportation all the way down to walking. That's a long way to fall. Like, we
Yeah,
need to, like,
literally.
Can Navora speak to like a bird or a falcon or something and ask it to go to Redemption and send a message or something?
I don't think she has animal speak, does she?
Yeah, no, I do.
Oh, okay.
We
I
could like
can
write on a
speak-
piece of paper and have it take that paper to.
speak with animals. You can comprehend, verbally communicate. They can give you information about locations nearby. may be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you.
Just a thought. Maybe redemption can redempt us there.
Oh, we can just use message.
Sending.
Sending. I have sending from last time.
That's limited, right? It's like 3 messages a day or something.
No, I think it's just a spell slot. Oop. Send a short message to anyone who you're familiar with, and then there's a 5% chance that it doesn't arrive. But
That's if they're on different
that's
planes.
only if they're on a different plane. Okay.
Or, Zan, do you want to turn into a bird again, and I can ride you somewhere?
I mean, I could do that.
Would that help? Because that'd be fun again.
Are we just going up to like scout? And
Like, I don't know. Yeah, like, what's our overall plan here? Do we want to, like,
I think we just want to make it to the next town. Do we know where the next town is?
It would
Or
be
are we in the middle of the woods right now? Are we on near a road?
So we kind of know where
you're
we need to go, to be honest, right? Like we would go back up. Is it Haven? Haven something?
Yeah,
The
if
brewery
you
town.
continue traveling the main path north, you can get to Hadburn, which is
That
like the apple brewery town.
do we want to find, like, horses, though, or something to get us there
We-
faster?
We can maybe find horses when we're there.
We may have to walk until we're there, 'cause I don't know what we'll find. Are we on this? What side of this town are we on? Are we like on the south side of town, or are we
The town that like Ormkirk that was on
currently?
fire.
Yeah, the burnt one.
You guys are north of the town.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if we would have to
So
go
you
through it or
continue to
not.
Travel north, you can get to Hadburn.
Yeah, I think we just travel honestly at this point. Walk
Mhm.
this way, and then we can try and find some sort of fast travel in Hadburn.
Sounds
Q,
good, let's go.
500 miles.
Anybody who wants to can roll a quick history check for me.
Don't they not like us there? And I think that would be a really good idea to not go to that location, personally. I got a 7, by the way.
Wait, no,
On
they
that
don't
one.
hate us there. We just got rid of bad
Also
people.
got
They
a
like us.
also got a nat 1.
Look at us
We
go.
got a nat 20, so if that's
Okay, so sorry. So sorry, Butcher, you got a nat 20?
yeah, nat 20, so 26.
Okay. Whoever got the nat 1, I think it was Zan and who else? Navora.
Me.
Man, Navora, your dice hate you today.
Hey, I started off strong with a nat 20, and now it's just like,
The dice give
All
us and they take us
downhill.
away.
Yep.
You two think
Yep.
walking is the best idea ever.
The OG strat. I got a 18.
get our cardio in, our steps in.
Spit it.
David and Butcher especially. Butcher, you're watching Navora and Zan talk about walking. And
Walking is fun.
and it comes to you very obviously. There was a farmer town that just caught on fire. Odds are there are horses back there.
We could just go back to the town and get horses. They probably
logic
didn't
into
kill
this.
all the horses.
Walking seems really good, though, guys.
I like
Really
the
good for
butcher's
the heart.
plan.
You can walk. We'll get you a horse, just in case you change your mind. Plus, it can
Yeah.
carry stuff.
You can walk beside the horse for all I care.
Yeah, you can walk behind it.
It can drag you. Fuck it.
Tying Navora to a horse again. This is not the first
Doing a
time I've been tied to a horse.
No, we could just make you a little wagon,
Yeah.
right?
Side cart.
Okay, I vote for
Yeah,
going
but
back
I
and
agree.
scavenging some stuff.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't know if we would want to walk back into a burning town. And
Is
I
the
thought
town
that-
still burning? Sorry.
I feel like they would have possibly ran out of the town, so we could just look on the outskirts.
Yeah. Horses are smart.
I say we do
Alright,
that.
So you guys are gonna head back down to Ormkirk then to see if you can find horses.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You guys make your way back, and are you sticking to the outskirts or are you going to town?
I think we stick to the outskirts and for
Mhm.
now, and maybe like look at the town, scout it out a little bit,
It's probably for the best, honestly.
stay out of sight. Just I want to make sure all the bad guys are gone.
Yeah.
We've kind of moved on.
Walk headstrong into a bunch of enemies.
All right. Anybody
ominous.
who's going, please first roll me a stealth check.
Do do do. Oh, nice. 6.
Are
and a
we all
9.
going?
I think so.
Down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
figured.
so. I'm
11.
okay. So we got a
Plus
16, 11,
6.
15.
15. Sorry, Butcher. What'd you get?
6.
Oh,
8.
6. I heard 16. Okay, so we have 6, 15, 8. David, what'd you get again?
I got 8. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know my dice. Fuck. 13, I think I said. I feel like I said 13.
Yes, that sounds right. 13, and then Atris.
18.
We all die.
All of you are walking and you just keep hitting like the wrong spots sort of thing. Like you keep stepping on branches and dried leaves. And Atris, you're just kind of walking as you continue to walk silently like these guys are morons.
So I shouldn't be playing a triangle right now.
Maybe, Tris, do you want to just scout ahead because you're the quietest?
I mean, I can also be a bird and fly and
Yeah.
see shit.
Well, as you guys continue to make your way to town, you get to the outskirts. Everybody roll perception checks for me.
14.
14, 18,
14.
14, 23,
17.
17. Damn. You guys came
We
out for
can
that.
see a lot better than we can sneak.
We might be loud, but
Our eyes are great.
You're all looking around, and you all, like, at varying times, do see a very large pendant field with 3 horses.
Nice.
They don't appear to be too injured. They're like kind of their manes seem to be like a little like burnt at a few spots. They may have like a few minor burns along their neck. But overall they seem pretty good. Zan, you also notice a wagon.
Look, let's grab that.
Yeah. Deal. I just like Funk's line in chat. It's like, you may have heard us coming, but we saw that you heard us.
We know that you know that we know.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Sorry. All right, we see a wagon.
So yeah, you see a wagon that you can like attach to the horses, and
Will that carry? Is it for like? Does that benches? Like,
there's like a cargo spot. There's some benches.
sweet. How many horses do we need to pull a wagon?
The wagon appears to be a 2-person, like a 2-horse wagon.
Boy, nice.
these
All right,
horses
great.
seem like friends.
They look good. All right, so I'm going to. Okay, who's good with horses? I have like a medium, like I'm gonna say 4 + 4 kind of feeling about horses.
What do we? What to like to tame them? Like let them
I
like?
have like
I
a
have a
really good feeling about my ability with horses.
Yeah, why don't you go see about the horses? You and Navora could probably.
Hey, horse.
Yeah, I'm okay with horses. I think.
Is it dead? I'm great with dead things. I like as they go and like try and.
Don't let Daven touch a horse.
I'm like on the ground with a dead one, like. Yeah.
Got it, guys.
Right,
So
yeah.
we're down to 2 horses.
No, yeah, no, different horse. Dead horse is already dead.
David's entire character is he's just surrounded by dead people all the time, and he's like, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious."
I just like the idea that I just like choked out a horse to death with life tap before anyone noticed. I'm like, fucking. Oh, no murder it. Yes.
That's one way to get temporary hit points.
And raise. I could raise dead to use it as a undead steed.
There's probably just you don't have to kill one. There's probably a dead horse around here somewhere.
That's what I was assuming. Navora got it confused.
So, anyways, I will tame the wild horses.
You walk, like, you get into the pasture, and right away, all 3 of them kind of look at you. They're kind of, you can tell that they're very unsure. But they are wearing bridles, and, like, you can tell that they are, like, they're domesticated horses. Like, these were someone's work horses. So yeah, roll an animal handling check for me.
18.
18. You walk over, and the larger of the 3 approaches, and he kind of, like, carefully approaches, and you begin to say, like, kind of words of encouragement and sweet nothing. You give him scritches. And yeah, he warms up to you pretty quickly and just kind of begins to nuzzle you. The other 2 begin to follow the lead.
I got the horses. I call the big one.
I got the horses in the back.
Yeah. Okay. So you're on the big one, and we'll harness the other 2 to the cart. And then,
Dan,
does
with
anyone know how to do this?
With your 23, you do know that with the wagon
I
was
got
kind
an
of parked in, no, with the 23 perception.
Oh, okay.
The barn doors had kind of, like, they've been burst open, so that's how you were able to see the wagon. Near the wagon, you also saw, like, saddles, bridles, like, tack equipment, essentially, everything you need to ride the horse and to, like, attach it to a wagon.
Look, things. Let's do this, guys.
Ooh,
Strapping material.
All right.
ooh, a whip.
David, don't touch the horse.
Oh, whip. I got
I
riding
found a
crop.
whip.
I've got like riding
Yeah.
boots now, and I'm like, doing a little fashion show for everyone. Check out these sick boots I found, man.
Too
Nine.
sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt.
I love that everybody bought, like, a rather expensive piece of clothing. Meanwhile, Butcher's just raiding barns for, like, the old riding boots, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, good and nice.
We're over
Oh,
here
wow.
in our like $400 coats. Like,
Oh, I forgot about that. This whole thing is being done in $400 coats. It's just it makes it even funnier to think, like, running through a burning building. It's like your fur coat is like shining in the dingy basement.
You guys look at your coats. Remarkably, they are perfectly clean.
And I'm just a
magic.
filthy mess.
Magic.
Okay. So how successful are we at getting these horses mounted up to this cart?
Who is attaching them to the cart? Roll an animal handling check.
Oh
Can I
god.
help you? Can I do the help action?
Yep, roll with advantage.
I have a 4 to animal handling.
What are we doing?
Oh shit. I
22.
get 5.
22. Yeah, easy enough. You're able to, like, strap the horses in. You're able to saddle the big horse that you want to ride. The other 2 are fastened in. They're good to go.
All
Excellent
right,
work.
boys, we ride at dawn. No, wait, no, we'll just ride now.
We ride after
ride at
snacks and tea.
We ride after second lunch.
But what about 11Cs?
All right.
So yeah, okay, so who is riding the horse?
I ride at
And
the big one.
Okay, Zan's riding the horse.
I guess
and who
I'm riding
is
bitch.
driving the wagon?
I call driving the wagon.
Oh God. As she's got a beer in one hand. where she's like just jumping on. Let's do this. Cold beer. You're like, where the fuck do you get a cold beer right now?
I love that the session started off just heartbreaking.
I know, I'm like, oh, it's fine. My mom died. I figured out how. And then we're like, these boots are made for walking. Yeehaw.
Can I get a yee?
Nope.
All right. So we have Zan riding the horse. We have Navora driving the cart. Where is everybody else?
I'm riding
On the cart.
David's riding bitch on my horse.
Okay. Atris, where are you?
Is anybody manning this second horse?
We have
horses are
2 on the
attached to
cart.
Then yeah, I'm in the cart. No, I don't
I'm
like
sleeping in
horses
the back of the
after our
cart.
last adventure. So
Okay, so you're like in the back of the wagon then?
yep, as far away from these things as possible.
Preferably still trying to figure out the code.
Lines.
All right. You guys begin your journey from Ormkirk to Hadburn. I need Zan and Navora to roll survival checks for me, please.
Getting out of
Don't fucking
different
kill
dice
me.
here, guys.
What was that? Sorry?
Are
Sorry?
you sitting up front with Navora, or are you sitting in the back with Atris?
I'm in the back.
Okay.
I got a 14.
14.
Oh my Lanta.
She immediately gets stuck in a pothole.
I got a 14 as well.
Okay. Zan kind of takes the lead on where they're going, plus it's like a single horse versus Horton cart, so you're able to move a little bit faster. But yeah, you remember pretty much exactly where you're going to Hadburn. You don't get lost, and you're able to move up the street. Navora, you've never really driven a cart before.
Seems easy though. Seems fun.
It's at first it's a little bit difficult. The horses like kind of seem to be moving at different speed. You gotta try to get them on sync together, but you're able to figure it out.
Hiya!
You're able to figure it out. The horses do kind of get a little spooked every now and again, but you're able to not have any catastrophic events happen as you're driving them.
See, I got this, guys.
Chris, are you working on the journal?
Yeah, I feel like I would give it another try, but I don't know how much time I would get. Like, how long is this journey?
You remember that the journey to Hadburn took you guys about a day, and that was while you were on foot.
I would think like half the time. Like I would take it out, maybe try it, get frustrated, and put it away every so
Okay,
often.
so you estimate that you have about 5 hours of sitting on this wagon.
I would say like maybe 3 of that would be working on the book.
Alrighty, roll an intelligence check for me.
I'm smart. It's a 10.
After 45 minutes, we
Lions,
discovered the
man.
lines. Yeah.
They are lines. Lines.
So if that's all you're doing for 3 hours, I will let you roll 1 more.
There might be
Lines.
a squiggle every once in a while.
Yeah.
The 7. There's more lines.
Your head is really hurting you. Ina was just so clever.
The smartest.
Can I take a shot at it?
You didn't bring Ina back, and you want to look at her book?
You said that you could solve it.
No, I did not. David said he was smart and he could do it.
Oh no, she said that we could solve it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that part. Well,
Yeah.
Fine. And I guess I just like whip the book at him. Not like throw it, just like, throw it gently at his lap.
Yeah. Is this something that I have to solve in character, or can I try something like that I would actually do?
What do you want to do?
I would trace the lines onto a piece of paper.
Uh-huh.
So basically put a piece of paper in there, draw the line, find the next line, put the same piece of paper and draw the next line on it.
On
Okay.
a horse cart ride with Carmen driving, Lavora driving.
Code deciphering Parkinson's edition. Yeah.
Yeah, roll. So you begin to do that, and just roll an intelligence check with advantage for me.
Oh, okay, all right. A 14 plus 2, 16.
16. As you begin to trace out the lines and you flip through back and forth, you also begin to pay attention to the words on. So the lines, like, you have like your book that you're writing in. Everything that's on the other side of the line appear to have a similar theme in the words. Why?
Okay.
Why is Navarro holding up a 2?
I'm just out piecing. Bye.
Oh, did I miss something here?
Just ignore me.
What the hell did I miss?
It's in chat.
Okay. Anyways, you begin to figure out that the words on the one side of the line all have a similar theme. And as you're flipping through, one of the pages kind of gets stuck. So where the line's drawn, the page goes on the other side. And you begin to read from line to line, basically.
Oh, I see.
So you continue to do that. Man, you guys are really getting a look in at the chaos that is my brain with my DM notes. And you see that you are able to kind of fold the pages where the lines are.
I'm working on this with Atris. Like, I'm immediately show him and be like, what's this? What's going on here? Does this look like anything?
It looks like a line to me. I don't know.
Does this look like an elephant to you? Have you seen an elephant before?
Elephants don't have lines.
Butcher, do you read Elvish?
No.
Ooh.
I can decipher the word. I can tell you what the words are if you tell me how to read it.
If I fold the pages like this, does this say anything useful?
You begin to read what is said, and the words actually make sense in the sentence now. It's not just like random like magic, cheeseburger, dice, book, camera. Like, it's not just random words put together. It's actually like sentences that make sense. And Ina is writing about strange activity that she has seen or that she has witnessed and is currently working on regarding activity in Iceland. As you guys continue to kind of get the code, there appears to be something, a lot of people are going missing. And the only thing left behind is a purple fungus.
Is it a
What?
recipe book? What does it say? Is it a recipe book? Is it the
Do I hear
teleportation
this out
spell?
loud?
Is Atris reading it out loud? Oh,
He's
I
either
think we might
very
have lost
still or
Atris.
frozen. He looks very serious. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Atris, are you reading what you're deciphering out loud?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened there. Only Discord froze if that was just me. Yeah, I feel like I read everything out to him. I did have a couple of questions though, as you're mentioning this. Are these notable people or are they just like random citizens in a town that disappear?
As you were reading the original, like kind of her early notes, it's just random people here and there. As you continue to read and dissect what's going on, it turns into towns.
Like towns
Those
of
towns-
people are disappearing.
like a whole town of people are disappearing, and all that's remaining is this purple fungus.
Okay, so you're saying this out loud, Atris?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear from the front of the wagon?
Yeah,
Is it
can I hear?
What's your passive?
17.
Yeah, you can hear.
Okay. I like pull the reins on the horses, like to like a halting stop.
Okay, roll an animal handling check for me.
Okay. 18, 19, 22.
22. Yeah, while the horses aren't happy about it, it hurts them. You pull back and they stop and they're fidgety and everything. Zan, you do notice that the cart has stopped behind you.
I stopped
just,
my
like-
horse as well.
And I like turn around and I say, "Did you say purple fungus?"
I feel like after you like halted to a stop, we're like thrown all over the place, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Jesus.
both of you need to roll dexterity saving throws for me.
That's
Sorry.
a 20.
I think we're a little delayed, not noticing that the cart stopped immediately on a dime and do a little loop back around to figure out what the heck just happened.
14.
14. Yeah, you're both able to stay on the cart itself, but like Butcher, you gotta grab on to the arm that you have to use your prosthetic and your shield to kind of hook it into the into the rails to not fall off, and you do feel one of the clips on your prosthetic kind of and bend. You're not exactly sure the extent of the damage.
So I feel like I sit up and I start to help Butcher up and start freaking out, like, Jesus Christ, yes, there was purple fungus. Did you have to do that? Jesus.
I'm sorry. I just like that caught me off guard so hard. What else does it say? And I kind of like, can I like kind of grab the book?
I mean, you are in the front and they are in the back. Atris, are you going to allow Navora to grab the book?
I feel like I would have honestly lost the book after getting thrown backwards by this freak axe.
You
Oh,
don't
geez.
lose the book with your 20 plus dexterity saving throw. You were able to keep a hold of it, but the pages are no longer matching the way you had them.
Oh, then, Yeah, I feel like I still hand it to her, like, yeah, but like as I hand it to her, or as she kind of rips it from my hand, I'm kind of like, yeah, well, you can't. It doesn't make any sense unless you just have the lines in the line order of line, line.
Just be like, did you? And I'm like, just like holding it, just like, did you read any? Was their names? Like, what did it say? Like, I'm just like frantic about this.
No, it just said people were missing, and then towns went missing, and then the only thing left behind was a purple fungus, and then
Yeah, my town. This is what happened at my town. And I still can't find my family. Like, I have no idea. I'm like freaking out, kind of like, just like, I like kind of like so confused at like hearing this.
I feel like
At this point, David and I on my horse kind of pull back and pull around the car and be like, "Hey boys, what's going on back here?"
well, we found something that relates to Devora and her family and purple fungus. You guys are into fungus. Do you know purple fungus?
No, I think I've talked to these guys about this before.
Yeah.
Wasn't there purple
Yeah,
fungus
you
in
collected a sample of the purple fungus and showed it to David and Zan, and neither of them were able to discern what it was. They were
Yeah.
able to tell that it was toxic.
Don't eat it, is what I learned.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
purple fungus at your druid circle?
Yeah.
Where's Eichmann?
So Eichland is the largest province in Esmios. It's kind of used for farmlands. Ina does go on to name a couple of towns. They're not necessarily big towns that are being impacted, but they're rather small. But on the list of impacted areas, the Madrial Woods, which is Devora's home, is listed as impacted.
Okay.
So there are a couple of towns listed in it.
Well, maybe we'll decipher more of this book when we get to the next town, but I think we should wait for the time being. Get somewhere stable so we don't have to slam on the brakes anytime we find something interesting out.
I'll drive the cart from now on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm too
Yeah.
shook up almost over this, so I hand over to Butcher.
All right. Yeah, Butcher, you get up front, and are you guys moving again up to Hadburn?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeehaw!
All right.
Let's go, lesbians.
Butcher,
Let's go.
roll an animal handling check for me.
I already rolled it. 18.
18. Yeah, no problem at all. The horses seem a lot happier now that you're taking the lead. And you notice that they're kind of avoiding areas. You can tell that they've clearly done this before. And yeah, they're making their way up to Hadburn. And within the next 2 hours, you guys walk up to the...
Same thought.
You guys ride up to the familiar gates of Hadburn, the town's sign, a very large apple with a bite out of it that says Hadburn. It still appears, it's standing, it's not on fire. You guys roll up and you guys hear the familiar bustle and laughter and just the general noise of this very joyous town that a handful of you had been to before.
Should we tell somebody that the town just south of here burnt to the ground and everyone?
Yeah, I
died?
think that's pretty vital right now.
Yeah.
Probably would go down to the office building where like the mayor and his
Principal.
Back.
Tell the principal. Right.
Go say hi to him and let him know that what we found.
500 experience points to anyone who can remember their name.
Can I look at my
I have
book?
it.
The new mayor who took over after the old mayor was basically impeached.
Turtle butt.
Oh.
Trample
Mayor,
4.
Mayor Merrington.
Principal Skinner.
It would take far too long. I don't want to waste your time. So
Yes, you guys do
Him.
remember
Was he?
that.
That was before I got this book.
Yeah. Well, that was before you were here too.
it's just
Oh,
me,
okay, cool.
David, and Zan, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. I
I'm like,
I
it's not
remember
in my
I remember
notes.
his description, but I can't remember what his name is.
There was a meme with it.
There's so many memes though.
You guys
Is his
roll up
name-
and you remember that the mayor of this town is now Niverlass.
Yeah, I did not
Discount
remember that.
Legolas.
Yeah. I knew I knew his description, but I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
If we said Legolas, would we have gotten the XP?
No.
Damn it. Okay. Then I definitely wouldn't have one.
He's listed as the bookkeeper in my notes.
Yep.
See, I had it. I told you I had.
Anyway,
Cool.
you guys remember that if you're wanting to warn someone about what just happened, you'll probably want to talk to Niverlass or Destin, his husband.
I knew he had a husband.
I was
I
gonna
did
say
know
that. I didn't want to be like the gay one, but
That's exactly me too. I literally was gonna say that. It's like that.
that seems appropriate. Yeah, so I think we head right there, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. You guys make your way straight to kind of the town hall. However, when you look in the windows, candles appear to be like blown out. As it is nighttime, it's about probably around 7 o'clock at this point.
Is there like
The
a
sun
captain
is
of the?
beginning to set. Winds getting a little bit colder as nighttime is about to set in.
Is there a captain of the guard or something?
Yep.
That may be what we have to do then if it's late.
There'll have to be. Yeah, there'll have to be an on-shift guards person awake. So.
To the guards. Keep.
All right.
I just grab the nearest guard and I'm like, listen to me.
There was a fire!
It was an inferno. There was a
All
fire.
right.
Everyone's dead.
Jesus.
There's a troll in the dungeon.
Yeah, you guys approach. You see a Crown's Guard standing there. Just kind of, he just finishes helping. I don't know, an old lady cross the road.
Shove her out of the way.
Such a nice
Walk out of
man.
the way. Margaret.
Is he attractive?
Oh, boy.
You sure you didn't multi-class into Bard? God damn it.
Ranger Monk Bard.
He's flexible
Ranger,
and
monk, bard,
charismatic.
You guys approach and you see that he's a halfling fellow with thick, shaggy brown hair that's kind of tufted out of various parts of his helmet.
I'm out.
He has like a couple of scars along his chin, like a 5 o'clock shadow setting in. And he looks up to you guys in your horse and cart that he's like craning his neck to see you guys. And he's like, "So what can I do for you?"
We just came from the town south of here, insert name. And
Yeah, Olmkirk.
There
yeah,
was a fire.
the town has been attacked and it's basically burned to the ground. We weren't able to find any survivors.
The town's been attacked. No survivors.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he said.
No survivors.
That's crazy. Are you sure?
Yes, we're sure.
I'm, like,
point
still
to our
covered in
singed
blood.
Outfits, and he's still covered in blood.
We're all like kind of burnt. Like,
You guys all look clean as fuck, but I am just soaked.
yeah.
No, they're all dirty, but just the coat looks good still.
Just the coats.
Just the coats look good. Well, I guess I better tell someone about this. Like, I don't really know what I could do about it. No survivors, so I guess there's like no rush or anything if you get what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure it's something that Nagalas or Destin would need to know about kind of immediately.
I will go and tell the Crown God, like the chief, and he will tell me what to do, but considered and handled. Thank you for telling me.
I love this character.
I don't know if he's actually gonna handle this, guys.
I'm so concerned.
I'm very concerned.
Yeah.
I feel confident that that is going to be handled.
Same.
I definitely don't want to just go eat somewhere.
So, you see this guy begin to walk briskly off, but you see him halfway there. Okay, you see him halfway there. He kind of
Sees
like
a stick, picks up stick. Ooh, stick.
you see him like check something on his wrist, like a watch or something, and then he just walks into the tavern.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
Not
Well,
my problem anymore.
I like where his head's at. Goes into tavern. Well, if we're closed for the evening, like we may have to just wait till the morning to tell Everless about it.
I feel like he would take a waking up fine for that news.
Right, rocks
And
off
I mean,
the window.
it is 7 o'clock. He could just be home.
True.
Yeah, he's probably just chilling. Let's go to his home.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah, I don't trust that guy. Let's just go.
I guess this is fine. To their house.
All right. Somebody roll a history check for me to see if you remember where he lives. You've only been to his place once.
I know. I was
Probably
like, I don't
not
remember.
me.
I have a +1. I don't think you want me to.
Well,
I'm not
okay,
doing
so it's
it.
Same.
basically going to be between Atris, Daven, and Zan. Butcher, you haven't been here with this group.
All right, I
Things are
rolled.
moving.
I got a 19.
19. Yeah, you remember vaguely where his place is. He's kind of in like the nicer end of town.
Yeah.
He's not in like a mansion like the old mayor was, but he's like in a cute little like townhouse with him
Okay.
and his husband.
Cute.
But yeah, you're able to go in and check it out.
All right, yeah, we're gonna go. I want to knock when I get there.
Yeah, you roll up to the house. You can see kind of fire lit through the window, and you give the door a knock.
All right.
Yeah, you give the door a knock, and just a moment, please. And
They're
soon-
banging. It's fine.
What?
No, you're good. Keep going.
Yep.
I feel like I missed something.
Oh yeah, if we
No,
just
I just said that they're banging.
yeah, we just
Oh.
interrupted some gay sex. It's fine. Just keep moving.
Yep.
Not a big deal. Why are you getting so worked up about it? God, it's super normal.
I quit.
We're making a big deal out of this. How dare you in 2020?
So after a few moments, the door opens and Destin is standing there. He has like his short brown hair is a little bit longer than before. He's wearing the kind of fine robes of city officials, and he's wearing an apron with kind of some flour and sauces and stuff kind of splattered about it. He looks at you and he's like, "Oh, hello. We weren't expecting company tonight. Do you want to come in? I can pour some wine for us."
Wine sounds good.
We don't mean to be an intrusion. We
Yeah.
just needed to let you know that Ormkirk has been burnt down.
No big deal, but the demons burnt down the town next door.
Sorry, what was that, Matt?
I'm like, no big deal, but demons just burnt down the town next door and killed everyone in it.
Yeah.
So we're heading to the tavern.
We're gonna go get some pub food. You know.
Drunk. I mean food. Yeah.
Nyberlas, as Destin begins to like try and articulate his words, his face just in utter shock. You see the long blonde-haired elven man, his hair kind of loose and falling over his shoulders as he walks over. He's clearly like dressed down for his evening. He's just wearing like simple shirt and pants. And he walks over and he's
Loincloth, got it.
Just picture that in my mind's eye.
he
I'm
walks
like, oh,
over,
yeah.
his face just concerned and scared. I apologize, but did I hear you correctly?
Unfortunately, yes.
Kirk is burnt down.
I just nod somberly.
To
Very
the
well.
ground.
Sad face.
Yes, okay, thank you for this knowledge. All right. And he places a hand on Destin's shoulder. He's like, "I'm so sorry, darling. I know you've been working hard on dinner, but..." And Destin's like, no, just go. It's fine. It's fine." And you see Nyberlas just like immediately take off down the road, turn a corner, and go to where town hall is. Destin is still standing there, just in utter shock.
Do you need some help with dinner?
Do you want to come to the tavern?
I mean, yeah, just come to the pub with us.
Well, I mean, I have dinner ready. Someone might as well enjoy it.
You have wine, you said, right?
We're so invasive. Thanks. I'd love to. Where's your bathroom? I have to shit.
Yes,
How big is your chamber pot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been on the road a real long time.
Do you have a shower?
Those are nice. That's a nice jacket.
Hot tub? Do you guys have a hot tub?
No. What's a hot tub?
Would you enjoy company right now, or shall we leave you to your evening?
Please just leave me to my evening. There's some things I have to attend to here, and then I'll go to town hall and see if Nyberlas needs anything from me.
I understand, and as I say that, I try and like push everyone, like leave him the fuck alone, guys.
I'm like, okay, but just so you know, it's the opposite of a cold tub.
What a session this has become.
This is Sunday, guys.
Episode 3, opposite of a cold tub.
But yeah, then just as you're able to kind of push Navora back enough that her foot is no longer in the doorway, Destin basically slams the door.
To the pub!
Guys, let's go get drunk.
you guys make your way to the. You guys begin to make your way to the Crimson Fletcher Inn, where you had spent quite some time, and actually where you had met Triss for the first time.
And also played that wicked ass drinking game.
Yep, as you play that wicked ass drinking game. As you begin walking through, you do have to pass kind of through the shadier side of town. And Adris, you pass the familiar place of the Swill and Swoon. The brothel that masqueraded the.
Okay, at the underground tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's. I just wanted to make sure.
But yeah, you continue your way in, and you find your way to the Crimson Fletcher Inn. You open the door, and the place is just erupt in like just chaos and music and like just jovial banter and yelling, and there are people dancing.
Where everybody knows your name.
Down, 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 down.
You walk in, and someone yells, "No!"
Yay.
I don't know what you yelled. No.
Norm.
Ah.
Oh, Norm. I
Norm.
get it.
It's a guy doing the sprinkler on like the dance floor.
But yeah, the Silver Dragonborn is standing behind the bar, speaking very happily to various customers. He's handing them like cooled drinks, the frost eminent from his hand onto the glass as he slides beers and various wines. Yeah, you see a couple of card games happening, you see a couple of dice games happening, and overall it seems like everyone's having a very carefree night. You see the ashen gray, well-spoken tiefling, the owner of the establishment, kind of speaking in hushed tones to a very well-dressed human. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
I want to approach the tavern keep and ask him if he has any rooms available.
Like the bartender?
The owner of the tavern.
Oh, the owner of the tavern. Okay. So as you begin to approach, you see the tiefling kind of side-eye you and say something in a very hushed tone to his associate that he's talking to. The associate nods and goes and has a seat at a table where there's like one or two other people equally well dressed. And he turns and looks to you and says, so a returning customer. It's a pleasure to see you again.
A pleasure to be back. Do you have any rooms?
You kind of see him look to the bartender and he makes a hand signal. And the Silver Dragonborn kind of like raises a hand with like 4 fingers left on it. Yes, we have 4 rooms available for this evening. Would you be interested?
Yes, please.
Of course. Yes, just speak to the bartender about it, and he'll be able to set you up beautifully.
Wonderful. Thank you for your kind words and welcome.
Of course. Yes, don't forget, this tavern has yet to forget of your prowess with drinking games.
Oh, by the way, we like to be called the Funky Bunch now.
The Funky Bunch. Very well. I will be sure to tell the bards that sing of your victory at the King's Cup that you are known as the Funky Bunch. Is
Perfect.
yes. And you can see that he's kind of surveying like the door where all of you are, and he appears to have noticed that you're down a few members from last time you were here. But have also gained a few members. Very well. Well, enjoy your evening. If you need anything else from me, just let me know. Otherwise, your drinks, bedrooms, and such can be handled over at the bar.
Thank you, kind sir. And I clap him on the shoulder and start to walk away.
As you clap him on the shoulder, you feel him kind of crumple a little bit. You get the feeling like he's not necessarily like the strongest guy. But he nods, and yeah, you kind of just see like a little hint of mischievousness in his kind of yellow gold pupilless eyes as he surveys the room. and he heads back to the table where his associate had gone to sit.
Shots on me, first round.
You mean
Can't
beer?
remember
Then
if
yeah.
I drink or not.
Okay,
Meg, you're
first
frozen
round
by
on
that.
me.
Deal.
There we go. All
So-
right, so you guys are having a night of just getting lit.
I'm not going to be
Not
drinking.
too lit, but just lit enough.
I'm definitely having a drink or two because I had a rough day. Or 3.
Yeah, easy enough. You are able to go and get lit. First round of drinks. The silver dragonborn behind the bar just kind of grins as he sees you approach, and he's like, "One of my best paying customers. What can I do for you?"
I would like one of the apple ciders.
What brand? How high end would you like to go?
Middle of the course.
All right, Varish family it is. And you see him kind of go and grab a glass. As he fills it, you can see the frost kind of begin to encompass the glass as he slides that over to you.
Sweet.
That'll be 2 gold.
Boom. Hand him the 2 gold, and as I take it out of my inventory.
Anything for anybody else?
I would like shots, please.
Shots of what?
Whatever. Surprise me. Surprise me.
Very well. How many shots would you like?
I'm gonna get one for Atris, one for Butcher, because I'm going to make him drink this. Yes.
Oh, I
yes,
can have one. Yeah.
Yes. One for Davin and one for everybody.
He sets down 5 shot glasses, and you see him reach behind and begin pouring a clear liquid into each glass. You then see him pull out a tinderbox, and he strikes the flint against it at each shot glass, and you watch as the shot comes to life in like a purple flame.
Amazing.
That's pretty cool.
He slides the 5 shots and places each one in front of you. That'll be 20 gold.
I put 50 on for him.
Jesus.
Make
He
it rain.
looks and just appreciated.
With-
And he takes it.
With a wink. With a wink.
He just kind of looks and nods and takes the gold. Can I grab anything for anybody else?
Not yet.
I'll be here all night.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'll take like my shot glass that's on flame, and I like motion to everyone like cheers.
Can I grab mine, and as we all clink, I would like to say, to Ina, and then down the shot. Well, obviously blow it, and then blowing out the fire, and then taking the shot.
You try to blow it out, but the fire continues to just kind of twist and turn inside the glass. As you go to blow on it, the flame kind of licks your lip, and it leaves like almost like a berry-like taste to it.
Drink the
I don't know how
flame.
I feel about it.
Do it.
I'm just doing my shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until everyone
Laura,
else does
And I look
theirs.
at Atris. I look at Atris, and I'm like, just do it, pussy.
Jesus.
I'm an aggressive drinker. Okay.
See that? Okay, I'm just gonna follow suit then.
All right. So I take it you all take your shots.
Yeah.
You take the shot, and it tastes. It has like a little bit of like a tartness to it. Kind of like a bit of like a sour blueberry
Interesting.
as it goes down. Like you can kind of feel it like in the jaw as it hits. How you decide whether or not you like that taste is up to you. But yeah,
I enjoyed it.
that's your shot. Atris, first of all, take an inspiration point. Butcher, also take an inspiration point
Thanks.
for figuring out the puzzle thing. And Atris, roll a perception check for me, please.
I was literally just about to ask if this stupid bitch Triss is in the goddamn room, so. It is a 17.
You look around and you don't see anything. You see the regular, like, happy-go-lucky energy that's kind of going on. You see a couple of, like, you see the super old dwarf that was holding his own during the King's Cup. He is staring at your group and is just brooding behind his cask of beer. But yeah, you don't see anybody that looks to be out of place, though the people that are really well dressed seem super out of place. And what did you get?
17.
You think you see a flicker of gold underneath one of their suit jackets.
Like a gold piece, as though they're just kind of like
You're not,
flaunting their
it's
gold.
on like the back of their hand. Like the back of their wrist.
Are they secluded? And can I ask how many there are?
So at the table there is the Ashen Grey Tiefling, who owns the establishment. There is a elven woman dressed in a very fine suit. Beside her is a human man, dressed in a very similar suit as well. And then beside them is a half-orc. His tusks are very ornate, and he's wearing you can see the muscles underneath the suit jacket, but it's still equally well tailored and fine looking as the other two.
And I apologize. Are they looking at us, or are they just minding their own business?
No, they're talking to the tavern owner. It seems to be a very hush-hush conversation.
I'm trying to determine if I want to bring a squad member or if I want to do this solo dolo.
Go for it.
I'm the best wing woman, so
Yeah, this isn't for an orgy. This is like
He knows when to bring you in.
actually I do feel like I would I actually would bring you in this situation. I kind of nudge Navor, and I'm like, hey, I feel like I need to use the little changelings room. Do you also need to use the restroom?
I motion eyes to the bartender or no.
I'm just like, I don't need this Parkinson's right now. We're going just
Okay, I'm coming.
I feel like I head over to that table.
So you begin to walk over to
I follow.
the business meeting that's happening.
Say that last part.
You're walking over to essentially what looks like a business meeting.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You approach. As you grow closer, you see the human man kind of cock a brow and tilt his head and look at you, and he kind of looks you up and down like, can I help you there?
I just noticed maybe a hint of dragons around, and I just wanted to greet you and see how everything was going.
You see the elven woman kind of give the tavern owner a look, and the tavern owner simply nods, stands, and walks away. The human man leans back on his chair and regards you. And what can I help you with there, young lady?
Well, I'm actually looking for somebody. You might know her. goes by the name of Triss.
I know a lot of people.
That's great, human man. And I look at the other people at the table and address and see if they
Okay.
say anything here.
Quickly, am I with you? Okay. Can I just like quickly just kind of like butt in and like kind of like slide down into the table and like sit in and just be like, "Hey, I'm Navora. This is my friend Atris." And I like motion for him to or her to sit down with me.
Have you met Atris?
Good reference.
And I kind of like motion to this like man to ask him his name, like kind of like, and you know.
I am
Uh-huh.
NPC number 5.
Charles. This is Charles. Charles Boyle.
Oh, Jesus.
Navora, make sure your titties are out.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot.
You ruined her.
The man leans back and I'm Kel, and these are my associates. What do you need of me?
Okay,
And
hold.
how
Sorry.
much can you offer? I'm a man that knows many things, and I know lots of people. There's lots of power I hold. What do you want?
Do you want me to wait for her to come back?
I'm here.
Did you want to
Can
say
y'all-
anything here? Because I knew you were on a roll, so.
Sorry, my one phone died, so I had to switch up here. So I don't know if it's like working, flipping. I don't know what's going on anymore. We just might have to deal with this for a second. What did they? Sorry.
Fine, that gives me time to look at my notes.
Basically, we sat down, you introduced us, they introduced themselves. He introduced himself as basically Mr. Badass NPC number 5 and said that he knows many people and many things, and what do we want?
Okay. So he's giving me attitude here.
It seems like he's high and mighty to me, yeah.
I would kind of want to like almost ignore him for a second and gesture to the elvish lady woman and just be like, "I'm sorry, what was your name?" Like, I want to get to know everyone at this table quickly.
You see, she kind of leans forward, her hand coming up from under the table as she begins to kind of twirl a throwing knife between her fingers. They call me Aura.
Ooh. Okay, that's cool. And you said there's one more person, or did they leave?
Yes, there's a half-orc fellow who is sitting at the table as well. Very ornate tusks that kind of come up, kind of obscuring parts of his face, just they're very thick.
Right.
And my silent friend over there goes by Borug.
Well, hello. Kind of still ignoring the one.
Kel, the human man, simply clears his throat. Your petty act doesn't amuse me. Clearly you know who I am, and I don't really care to know who you are, but you want information. What do you want?
Yeah, I think my friend's trying to know if you know my girl, Triss.
I'm assuming you're talking about Trissatia Valaman. Drow, spunky
Sounds
little
about
monster,
right.
gets more trouble than what she's worth sometimes.
That's her.
What do you want?
And I kind of hit Atris because I don't know his plan or her plan at this point. Like, okay, I got you in.
I'm just kind of like, yeah, thanks, Nora. Thanks, appreciate that. Well, do you know where she is?
Triss, last I heard, she actually was sent out Out east in Eichland somewhere. I'm not quite sure the details. Unless I can be incentivized to remember.
I don't
And
like this human
so-
man.
Kick him in the
Shots?
nuts.
Do you want to do a shot?
Not particularly. I'm currently doing business that you very rudely interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
What, with the tiefling, you mean?
Yes.
That's inconvenient. What's the business meeting for?
Business.
And meeting?
I really.
None yet business.
Go ahead, Devora.
No. No. Keep going.
Well, how much are you seeking in order to give information here?
Triss, though she's a frustrating little bitch, is good at her job and potentially giving away her location. Like, who am I? Who? You could be hunting her. You could be trying to hurt her. You could be trying to kill her. You could be trying to get information out of her.
All of the above.
She is wanted by lots of people. I would say about 5,000 gold, and I'll tell you general location. Or
Is there? Sorry, keep going.
no, go ahead.
Is Triss the one, like, so she got me into like monk stuff, right? Yeah.
That's
So
Triss.
are we in the same like monk category kind of deal thing? Like,
You remember that Triss is actually a disbanded monk.
right.
She just has the skills, so she really doesn't like to go around bragging about her monk
Right.
stuff. She's just a really good fighter.
Is there any way to like show this guy that we're like friends with her? Like we're not hunting her? No, you're like, no, I need to know these things. Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
elaborate? You said 5,000 gold.
5,000 golds.
Okay.
I'll take it. If you
Or-
have 500 platinum, I'll take that. If you have some gems, I'll take that. Or if you just have something deeply personal that you feel like giving away, I'll take that too.
How about this pussy, baby?
I put my hand on his arm just so I can graze it.
You see him, the hand that you touched, he snaps his finger on, and you see Aura, the elven, immediately have the throwing knife that you were playing with, press the knife against your skin.
Okay, so we know who's actually in charge here.
I kind of like. I'm like, all right, whoa, settle down, everybody, please. There's no need for violence. We're simply seeking information. I apologize if my friend here is coming off a little bit strong. We did just take a shot and we did lose a friend. So we are a little bit in unfamiliar territory here. If you're still unsure about Triss, that's fine. I understand. I can understand not wanting to tell us. If you don't want to tell us about Triss, can I ask about a man named Yorks?
Roll a quick insight check for me.
As I'm kind of like trying to like calm down this elf girl.
28.
You see the half-orc kind of get rigid as you say that name. You see Yara, the elvish woman, she pulls her knife back and just looks at you very inquisitively. And Kel just remains pretty even keel as he disregards you. Ara looks at you for a minute, like for a moment. Are you the youngest sister he's talked so much about?
I think information for information here, no?
I'll tell you what Triss is if you tell me about your relationship to Yorick.
Go
And you
on.
see Cal glare at her as she basically totally undermines him.
Is it obvious that Kel is the number one and this woman is just like hired, not hired, but like
Kind of his bodyguard sort of thing.
She's the muscle.
Yeah.
That's the word. I couldn't think of it. Thank you.
And then the half-orc, you're not entirely sure his position. He's been pretty quiet this entire time.
I think that sounds like a fair trade. I'll let you go first.
You're the one that came to us, dear.
All right. Well, Navora, I think it's time we go.
Oh, I was having so much fun.
Why do you want to know where Yorick's is?
I think that's information, isn't it? I feel like you're kind of prodding here, and you're not giving a lot to me. And I push the chair back and I start to stand up.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Can I?
We have chat buff.
I use the chat buff.
We do a chat buff.
Ah, good fucking call. It's an 18.
18. She sighs. Triss has been deployed out to some problem in Hyleth. It's a small town in Eichland, not far from the border of Nigeria. I don't know. That's all I really know about that situation. I've had some run-ins with Trish. She's, and she kind of smirks. She's an interesting girl.
Hell yeah, she is.
And Kel just kind of sits up. Well, now that you know our information, why are you after yours?
And I kind of like, after hearing the information, I kind of sit back down and wink at him like, hey, isn't it nice when you share information, you get things that you want? How nice of this. See how this rapport is going? And then before he gets the chance to retort, I kind of jump in and I'm just like, yeah, I'm actually the younger sibling of York's, and I just keen as to where he's at.
Well, I know a few things about Yorick's. He's a piece of work. Doesn't play well with others. Has been reprimanded a few times already in his short stint with us at the Golden Dragons, and is currently being under watch by one of our higher ranking officials.
Under watch for what?
He started to go about personal business, and on a job he was sneaking around and using our resources for his own gain instead of helping us.
Understood. Is there perhaps something that I could help with that?
No, but if you're truly Atris, as you claim to be, prove it. Your brother possesses certain gifts. Perhaps
Here.
you can show us as well.
In public?
Turn into him.
And as
I'm gonna fuck him up.
before you can transform or do anything, you see the half-orc begin to stand up. Very tall, burly guy, kind of like dreaded hair that goes past the shoulders. No, don't do it here. Borug here will vouch for you. Go outside. Prove it.
And I stand and I kind of,
Ooh.
I want Navora to come, so I kind of just give her a look. I don't vocalize anything. I just give her a look.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm coming.
Girls don't leave girls behind.
No. No.
Borug kind of stands up and he places his hand, like his hand basically encompasses your entire like shoulder width as he begins to kind of lead you outside. You look up at him, but like with how tall he is, his entire face is just shadowed by the candlelight and the tusks. And he kind of begins to nudge you along. Nobora, what are you doing?
I'm following. Like I'm right there.
You go to follow.
Oh crap. Okay. Oh, my girl's gonna. Damn it.
You go to follow, and the elf just wraps her arm around your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of discreetly placing a knife, kind of right in in the pec.
Yep.
Trust me, Borug won't do anything that he's not instructed to do. He's strong,
better-
but he's a bit of a dunce, if you know what I'm saying. She'll be just fine. Just needs to prove herself to him. Now, let's have a little chat, girl on girl, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do this. Mm-hmm. As long as you remove your little stabby thing here.
Let's call it insurance until Atris comes back. I promise, my fingers never slip.
Uh-huh.
So, your sigil there, and she points to the sigil of the Madrial Forest that you have on your, like, I think you said that you had it on the band or something, like that holds the bow.
I think so, yeah.
That's a very rare marking. Where did you get it?
Oh. It's why? Why?
You seem to be an interesting person with an interesting backstory. I simply wish to know.
Okay, yes, I'm very interesting actually. What about you though? What about you? I'm like trying to not talk about my anything.
You don't really seem to be in the position of asking questions. And she kind of begins to apply some pressure with the knife.
It kind of feels good actually. Like
You like lean into her
Like,
in her ear.
I like
like,
danger.
yeah, this is kinky actually, right in front of everybody. This is interesting.
Harder. I mean,
there's a consent issue here, but still.
But then I kind of look at her and I'm like, it's like from my family. Like I was raised in whatever.
she begins to lessen the pressure from the blade. So
And
do you know what
I kind of, pardon?
So do you know what happened?
Like to my forest?
Yes.
No, do you? And I like become like very like, wait, what?
Well, a bunch of people go missing, purple fungus, wood travels.
Okay, so you know about the fungus too. It's some weird ass fungus, right?
Oh, lots of strange things have been occurring in Iceland lately.
Are you from around there as well?
I'm from many places.
Do I recognize anything on her or anything that would give me any inkling?
Roll either an insight or like a perception check.
No, I don't know anything.
She's a really pretty elf lady.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So that conversation continues to kind of go on for a little bit. Neither of you really giving each other any information, just dancing around the questions. And Atris, Borug, while that starts to happen, Borug the half-orc kind of begins to lead you outside. Borug begins to lead you outside. He kind of keeps you ahead of him and leads you in, like, starts to lead you into an alley along the side of the Cryptid Fletcher. Are you just allowing it to happen?
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking around just to see if anybody's watching, to see if anything's happening, but for the most part, just kind of going with the flow.
Roll a perception check.
19.
19. No, you don't necessarily see anyone around. There's a couple of people that are just kind of walking home from work, sort of thing. You see a couple of people going into work. But it's nothing out of the ordinary. You see like a stray cat run over. And yeah, he continues to lead you into the alley. For the first time, you hear him speak. He has a very deep, kind of bellowish voice. I've wanted to meet you for a long time.
Am I that famous?
You feel the hand press up against your back again. This time, it's much smaller. You can say that word has traveled around about you as you hear the voice change to that of a very familiar one to you. And you feel him resting his hand on your shoulder, kind of squeezing it as he like leans right in to your ear. It's been a long time, sister. And that's where we're gonna end today's session.
No! No!
Why?
You can't do that!
Amazing.
No!
So sick.
I had planned
I'm
that
sweating.
for a year.
Amazing.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh God! So we're playing tomorrow,
So,
right? Because tomorrow
Yeah,
is
everybody
our
can play
day
tomorrow, right? Like we're good.
that we're supposed to play, right?
Oh my god! I can't, guys. Yeah, no, I'm playing tomorrow.
I mean, we're good for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
Atris?
Yeah, I have something till 4:30, but I should be fine after that.
Cool.
I have a couple of things to check with my schedule, but I will let you guys know.
Okay.
Deal.
Dude, that's awesome.
Crazy ending. Holy
yeah.
cow!
I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Like, holy front nuggets. Oh my god.
Front
Yo,
nugget
you have to
indeed.
grow the web.
Dude, that was not in the parameter checks.
Oh my god.
Such a good session, guys.
That was,
Yeah, great job.
yeah.
That was awesome.
Whew.
All right.
It was a nice story session after so many sessions of combat. And
Honestly, though, yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun to watch you
Guys,
guys roleplay.
I'm low key very sweaty right now. Just saying.
That's
I love that shirt.
Yeah,
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
awesome.
That's it for us tonight. Thanks everybody that hung
All right.
out, and we'll see you guys possibly tomorrow. Bye.